Welcome to Stretch Class with the Rebel Fit Club. I'm Kelly, and it's wonderful to see you today and meet you. I hope that you all are having a wonderful holiday. Let's take a big breath in and roll those shoulders back. Good. Big breath in. Roll those shoulders back. Good. Keep those shoulders rolling up toward the ears and then back, down and away, squeezing the shoulder blades toward the spine. Good. Keep that going. All right. Big breath in. We're going to take that belly button toward the spine, sit up nice and tall so that the crown of the head is reaching toward the ceiling. And we're going to go around the circle. Good. If you've never stretched with us before, perfectly fine to start in the chair or standing should you be a standing practitioner. Good, and back to center. Reach that head up toward the ceiling. Start going in the opposite direction. Breath in. And out. And coming back to center. Sitting up nice and tall. Good. Let's start with 5 deep breaths in and out. We're going to take our breath in and out. Good. What's going on? Frozen. Frozen. Can you hear me? Okay, if you can hear me, what I'm going to do is restart because my video decided to go off. I don't know why, and it's not coming back on, but it does this sometimes. So Kimberly has the host. You will not go anywhere. You should be just fine. Thanks for letting me know.
I'm still here, everyone.
The fun happens whenever we try to do something specific. All right. Get this started all over again. No worries. Thanks, Linda. Thanks for this, too. That was very important.
Oh. We're still hearing ding-dongs, Kelly.
Okay. I think it reset all of the things.
Yeah. We heard it. I was hearing it through the recording.
Well, good. We're starting over anyway. There we go. Take 2. Welcome to Stretch Class with the Rebel Fit Club. I'm Coach Kelley, and I hope to give you a wonderful class today. Let's start by rolling those shoulders up, back, and away. Taking deep breaths in and out. Finding yourself in your seat. Finding the center of that seat. And just relaxing. Good. We're going to take that seated position and work our way around the circle. Find your balance in the chair. And then come into the other direction. Good. Waking up the erector spinae, waking up all of these lovely postural muscles with a circular motion. Good. Finding the center of that seat, reaching the crown of the head up toward the ceiling. Making sure there's space between your ears and your shoulders. Let's start with 5 deep breaths. Breathing in for a count of 3. Here we go. And out for 3. Good. In for 3, 2, 1. And out for 3, 2, good. Breathe in and out. Last 2 breaths. Breathe in and out. Last breath in and out. Good. Find a really comfortable breathing rhythm for you, and you're going to start with your arm reaching up toward the ceiling, and then a little bit past your center line as it comes over and we stretch through the ribs. Good. Bring that arm down, and the other side comes up. Good. Making a nice effort to extend through the ribs. Other side comes up. Big breath in here. And out. Good. Let the breath follow your movements. You're doing wonderfully. Good. Both arms are going to come up with our next breath. Look up at those fingertips. And then breathe those elbows down to a cactus pose. Good. Eyes to the screen. Jaw level with the floor. Now bring those elbows back by squeezing the shoulder blades toward the spine. Good. Just gliding them into place. Big breath in. With your outward breath, your hands are going to come to your knees. Gentle cat. Good. Sit up nice and tall, straightening that spine, drawing the crown of the head toward the ceiling. And sigh. Good. Both arms are going to come up toward the ceiling again. Drawing those elbows into the cactus. Gliding those shoulder blades toward the spine. Bringing the hands to the knees. Arching our back like a cat. Good. Breathe Breathe in, draw that spine into a nice long line, just like you're a marionette. Good. Now that arm's gonna come up and out to the side. And now you're gonna look up at that thumb and watch it as it comes back behind you. Keep that thumb in your vision. And then bring it back up to the top. Good. Hand floats down to the knee, staying in control of those limbs at all times. Bring the other arm up. Look up at that thumb and then follow it back. Good. Take it back up and over. The hand floats down. Good. Both arms are going to come up. Look up at those thumbs. Bring them back like the cactus. Engage the shoulder blades. Glide them toward the spine. And then pull down to a W. Good. Abs are engaged. If you can manage a smile, give us a smile. Breathe out, reach those fingertips away from one another, coming into a T. Good. We're going to rotate that T gently around the spine. My left hand's pointing to the screen. My right hand is pointing away from me. Gentle rotation. Bring it back to the T. And come around to the other side. Good. Back to that T. Bring the hands up toward the ceiling and then down to your sides. Good. Palms are facing away from the body. Big breath in. Chin reaches toward the ceiling. Shoulders away from the ears. And then that chin levels out with the floor. Palms come to the knees. Good. Big breath in. And out. Good. We're going to follow our breath with a nod. So we're going to reach up to the ceiling with our inward breath. And chin to chest with that outward breath. It's okay if your chin doesn't want to touch your chest. Mine usually doesn't. Breathe in, lift that head. Breathe out, chin toward chest. Nice and slow, follow that breathing. And if you're breathing quickly, you might want to try to start slowing it down. Just follow that nod with your breath into the ceiling, out toward the chest. Good. Sitting up nice and tall, ears over the shoulders. You're going to take your ear to that shoulder. Just gently. We're not going to hold it there too long. Bring it back to center. And then over to the other side. Good. Breathing into center. So our ears are centered between our shoulders and front to back. So our chin's not reaching toward the screen, nor is it pulling away from the screen. It's just right in the center. Take a nice deep breath in. We're going to look back up. Look back down. Back to center. Ear comes over to one shoulder. And then the other. Good. Breathing in. We look up. Breathe breathing out, we look down. Breathing in, we come to the center, and then we're going to turn our nose toward the shoulder that we started with. Just hold here for 3, 2, 1. Breathe into center, and then breathe out to that other shoulder. 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Good. From here, we're going to look down at the floor, chin toward chest. Now you're going to turn and just glance up at the ceiling from the corner of your eye. Good. Back down toward the floor. And the other side. Good. And if your peripheral vision is not the best, you can just imagine what that ceiling looks like. Bring it back down, nose toward the floor. Lift that nose so it's looking straight at the screen. Good. Big breath in and out. Good. You can breathe in and out through your nose, or you can choose to breathe through your mouth. I'm sorry if it gives the camera a little bit of wind. Go ahead and bring your chest forward just a little bit. It's going to stay up nice. Your back is going to stay up nice and tall as you bring that chest forward just a little bit. And then you're going to bring it back to center and lean back toward the back of the chair. You're not going to quite touch the seat back. So we're going to come back up to the center before we touch that back of the seat. Let's do that again. Forward. Center. Leaning back just a bit. And back to that center. Good. Breathing in and out here. Finding the seat. Let's take both arms up. Good. Breathe down to the cactus. Hold that cactus. Good. Elbows are nice and bent at 90 degrees-ish. And they're not reaching above your shoulder or below. They're just kind of hanging out right there. We're going to turn the cactus. Turn that cactus. See if it feels different with the bent arm position than it does with the straight arm position that we did just a few minutes ago. Good. Does it let your spine rotate just a little bit more? Let's take it again. Find out. Good. Through the center to the other side. And then back down. Good. Let's wake up those hip joints. We're going to bring our right leg up, knee toward chest. Just draw it up there. Make sure you're pressing into the foot that's seated on the floor. Good. And then let it go. Press the right foot into the floor. Lift the left leg up. Good. It's important to remember that part of the balancing is pushing down into the floor, not just lifting. Good. Original side. Give it a little bit bigger squeeze. Let it down. Bring that other side up. Excellent. Find both feet on the floor. Original side's going to come up and out to the side. Good. This is my right leg. It's coming from center all the way over to the right. Just opening and closing. Maybe with a little bit of a lift. Just to get those hips a little bit warmer. Good. 2 more. Last one. let's start with that other side. Open my left, could be your right, who knows? Making that arc, gentle opening in the hip. Good. 2 more here. Warming up that hip joint. Last one, open and close. Good, then we're gonna refine that center. My body likes to wiggle back toward the back of the seat, I don't know why. We're gonna lift our ankle toward our shin and then put it back down. Good, switching sides, ankle toward the shin. Good, just gently crossing one leg over the other. Keeping it low to start with. We'll get a little bit deeper into that movement later. Good, put that foot down, open those legs nice and wide. Hands come to the inside of the knees, drawing a line straight down the legs, scooping up the floor. Sitting up nice and tall. Breathe in. Draw that line down the side of the legs. Scoop. Breathe out as you come to seated. Good. Breathe in. Scoop down. Breathe out as you come up. Beautiful. Breathing is just a suggestion. You want to definitely breathe, but the pattern of the breath is up to you. Good. If you're ready to lift those arms high, go ahead, scoop down and lift all the way to the ceiling before we open and come down again. Good. Make sure those abdominal muscles are engaged as you rise. Throwing confetti into the air. Scooping it up, tossing it in the air. Good, hands float down to those knees with wide legs. We're gonna breathe in, take a circle, slowly breathing out. Try to make that breath last all the way around that circle. When you come to center, breathe in and sit up nice and tall. And then take that breath around the circle. Good. We're going to add those things together. So we're going to start in the center. Scoop down. Give it a toss. Float the hands down. Circling one direction. And then the other. Good. 2 more confetti tosses. Find the center. Reach down. Gather up that confetti. Throw it high. Let the hands float down. Take a big breath in and then let it out as you circle in one direction. Gather up that breath in when you hit the center, and then travel in the other direction. Good. When you find your center, sit up tall. Bring those feet together. We're going to lift one foot, press that heel toward the screen, toes reaching toward your nose, and then push on the brake pedal or the clutch, whichever foot you might have. Good. Bring that heel back, toes toward nose, press toward the screen. Good. Heel presses toward screen and then the toe. Good, and then circle that ankle. Find the other direction, whatever your body believes that to be. Sometimes our brain thinks it's the same direction, and that's fine. It's doing what it needs to do. Bring that foot back. The other foot reaches its heel toward the screen and then presses the toe toward the screen. Good. Heel, then toe. Heel, then toe. Good. On that last one, we press the heel and then the toe, and then we make a circle. Find that other direction, whatever you believe that to be, and then let the foot come down to the floor. Good. We're going to press that first foot toward the screen, and we're going to come to the edge of our seat. We're just going to hinge gently forward. Chin reaches toward screen, and then we sit up. Good. One more time. Chin reaching toward the screen. And then we rise. Beautiful. And then we're going to open that toe out to the side and reach the chin toward the screen. Feel the difference in the muscles that we reach. Good. Turn those toes inward. Reach toward the screen with the chin. Wonderful. Good. Just gently working through the range of motion. Let's pull that foot back in and switch to the other foot. We're going to sit up nice and tall and bring that chin toward the screen. And then sit up. Good. Chin towards screen. And then reach it back. Good. By keeping that chin reaching, it keeps our shoulders from reaching toward a hunched position. Good. Keeps our back in a nice long line. Last time. Sitting up tall, those toes turn out. Reach that chin toward the screen. Feel the difference in that muscle that we reach. Good, just a different little piece of it. I should say muscle group. It's a group of muscles. Good. Sit up nice and tall. Turn that toe toward the center line. Hinge forward. Chin toward screen. Good. Last time, we're going to take some of these a little bit slower later on and hold them maybe a little bit longer. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to take our knees toward the side of the room. Now I turned left, so if you want to turn left too, that's fine. Find your bottom in the center of your chair. Sit up nice and tall. Roll those shoulders up, back, and away, squeezing the shoulder blades toward the spine. Just getting your posture set. Sigh it out. Good. One hand is going to securely hold on to that chair back. Your Your other hand's going to come down toward the front of the chair. Your eyes are going to stay toward the side of the room. You're going to lift that arm up and see if you can take a little side bend over that chair. Reach up and over. Don't worry, the chair has you. You can maybe reach a little further than you did before. Good, and then come up nice and tall. And bring that arm across your body and take a little rotation so your chin looks over the back of your chair-ish. It's all relative, right? If you can turn your head past your shoulder, just keep looking behind you. And then come to center. Good. Looking at the side of the room, we're going to drop the screen side leg toward the floor, relaxing that leg off the edge of the seat, sitting up tall. Taking a few breaths here until we feel really secure in that seat. Abdominals are engaged. The leg is reaching toward the floor. The hip flexor is just kind of waking up to a new idea. Big breath in. Letting all the tension out of that leg, sitting more and more firmly into the seat. Good. We're going to take our arms through that same pattern. So we're going to lift up and over the back of the seat, feeling that longer line of stretch. Good. Breathe up into the center. Bring that arm around the front. Turn toward the back of the chair again. And then looking behind us if we have that ability in our neck to look past the shoulder. Good. Eyes float back toward the side of the room. Sitting up nice and tall, we're going to take that arm up. And we're going to bring it around and look up at the ceiling. Good. Hand comes to knee. Big breath in. See if you can push that foot back just a little further. Feel that sink. Feel the weight. Big breath in. And out. Make sure you can still wiggle your toes on both of those legs. And then ever so gently bring that back foot back to the side of the room. Turn those knees toward the screen. Just take a minute to breathe and to feel each side of your body. One will probably feel a little bit different. Good. Let's take both of those knees over to the other side of the room. I turned right this time. Big breath in. Settle into the chair. Take that arm that's closest to the seat. Give the back of the chair a little bit of a hug. Take the other arm up. Reach toward the ceiling. Reach up and over the back of the chair. Feel that long stretch in the side body. Good. Reach up. Let that hand float down. Bring it across. Give yourself some rotation. You're going to look over that shoulder. If you can look over your shoulder. Don't force anything, ever. Good. Back to the front of the room. Well, the side, sorry. We're going to let that screen side leg drop toward the floor. Put all of your weight into the leg and the side of the body that's being supported by the chair. Let that back knee just sink down toward the floor. Relax. Let all the tension drop. Good. Deep breath. Reach that arm up toward the ceiling. Take it over the top. Side body stretch, longer line. Try not to clench onto your bones with your muscles. Just let them go. If you have to hang on to anything, hang on to the back of that chair. Good. Lift up. Take that arm across the body. Breathing out as we turn toward the back of the room and then look over the shoulder if we have that ability. Good. Breathing back to the front. We lift that arm up and around to the back of the leg and we look up toward the ceiling. Good. Let that leg open. Let the knee sink. Big breath in, and then we breathe out to center. Good. You can bring that leg back up to the side. Good. Take a big breath here and turn back to the front of the room. Seeing the screen with both eyes again. Yay. Take a deep breath. Settle. Notice if you're evened out or not. Does it feel a little different? Sometimes it does. Sometimes it feels like one side's still a little bit shorter than the other. If that's the case, take a second and see if you can go through that again. And just find some length there. Good. We're going to reach our left feet toward the screen, heel down, scooting toward the edge of the chair. Take a big breath in. We're going to do a longer hold here. Good. Looking down at the toe. Chest comes forward. Both hands are going to be on the foot, the leg of the foot that's resting on the floor beneath your knee. That outstretched leg shouldn't be bearing any weight. We're going to reach the chin toward the screen. Good. And we'll take that up, up, up. Sitting up tall. You're going to bring that foot across your ankle and up the shin to the knee if that's where you like to be. If you'd rather keep your ankles crossed down here, that's just fine. Bring that knee up. Bring the ankle up to the knee if you're going to. Sit up nice and tall. Flex through that foot. Take a glance. Make sure that if that knee is lifted, that you have it settled down as much as possible. Good. Breathe in. Reach the chest toward the shin. And fold forward. Chin reaches toward the screen. Nice long spine. Good. Take a big breath here. And as you push that breath out, sit up. Good. You're going to take your nose toward that knee. Reach it forward. Toward the knee as well. Sit up nice and tall. Bring your shoulders square to your knee and your foot, and then turn your nose toward the toe side and reach forward. Good. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to let the ankle slide down the slide of our shin. and over to its place, making sure we keep that space between our feet. We're going to reach this side toward the front of the room. Sitting up nice and tall, remembering that our hands go on the leg that isn't reaching forward. Big breath in. Big breath out. Holding here for just a moment. Sitting up tall. Crossing the ankles. Sliding up to the knee or staying ankle to ankle, whichever place you choose. Sometimes our knees are up and they're not flat, and that's fine. Just want to make sure that you're relaxing through that hip so it's not like you're holding your knee up. The weight of your leg is being held by your other leg. Good. Big breath, nice and tall spine. Breathe in and hinge forward. Good. Chest toward the shins. Hold here. Take a big breath in. Second side, it seems like, is always the side that needs a little bit more time. But because we always do the easy side first. Good. Sit up nice and tall. Turn your nose toward your knee and then hinge forward again. Really making sure that we're holding the body upright. Good. Lifting up. Turning the nose toward the toes, hinging forward. Taking a deep breath here. Good. Sit up nice and tall. Let that leg slide down the shin. Bringing the feet apart, rolling the shoulders back and away. Finding our center, finding our breath. Sometimes we hold our breath when we should be holding our body instead. Good. Open and close those hands on the knees. Really push the palms of the hands into the knees and then just let that firm push onto the knee. So we're not rubbing it against the kneecap. We're just kind of using the top of the knee to kind of rub our palms of our hands just a little bit, just to warm them up. The faster you go, the faster they warm up a little. Good. All right, we're going to take one hand, take a peek at it, rub that palm, and then rub down the fingers. And up and around the back of the hand. Try to keep the contact of the hands at all times. So we don't want to like lift it away and then place it on the back of the hand. And then you're going to come back around to the palm. I'm going to come a little closer to the screen. So maybe you can see me better. Good. You're going to rub that palm and then come up and over the tip to rub the back of the hand. Good. Energetically important to keep contact. Good. Warming up those fingers. Now you're going to just dig that thumb into the pad of your other thumb. Good. Now keeping your hand on, you're going to move it to the back side. Digging right there in between those two things. Now, by digging, I don't by any means mean that I want you to hurt yourself or to bruise yourself or anything like that. You're just kind of pushing in and rubbing there so that you can feel some pressure and those muscles start to release a little bit. Got some nice pressure points in there. I'm gonna give it a little jiggle. Now you can even give it a pinch, just a gentle pinch. Good. And then you're gonna move to the next space between the fingers. So you've got your first finger and your middle finger. You're just gonna do that same thing on the back of the hand. Give it a little rub. Give it a little pinch. And then you're gonna slide down to the tip of the finger and give the fingertip a squeeze. Good. Just kind of massage your finger through the nail of your finger. Good. And then you're gonna slide back up that finger and over to the point that's between your middle finger and your ring finger. And you're just gonna give that a little squeeze. Good. Keep that moving. I'm going to come off screen for just a second, not too far off screen. I'm just turning down my music. I got closer to my speaker. A little louder. Good. And then slide down the middle finger to the tip of the finger. Give that finger a massage through the fingernail. Squeeze the pad behind it. Good. And you're going to go back up that finger and over to the spot between the ring finger and the pinky. And just give that a little massage. It's always even better if you have someone with you do it. Good. Give it a little squeeze. Travel down the ring finger. Squeeze the tip of that ring finger. Good. And come all the way back up. You can give that little finger an extra squish and then go down to the tip of the pinky. Good. Just massage the tip of that finger through the nail. Good. Back up to the palm and just rub the back toward the wrist. Give it the whole palm a squeeze, the whole hand. Turn it over. Give it a squish. Good. Rub them again. You might need to shake out the hand that was doing all of the massaging if it feels kind of too much. Good. You're going to come over to the other side and start with that side. Squeezing that spot between the thumb and the first finger. Working the pad first. Seems like, ooh, yeah, there's the spot. There's always a spot on your dominant hand. My right hand is my dominant hand. There's always a spot there that feels extra tight. Good. And you're going to turn it over, keeping it all in the family, right? Don't let it go. Good. Rub those fingers. And then come back to that V between the first finger and thumb. And you're going to come down your thumb, give it a squeeze, massage the tip. I don't know if we did that on the other side. You can do it now. Why not? And then switch back. Good. Get into that spot and then come down the finger, warming it up, giving it a rub. Massage through the fingernail. Slide back to that valley between the fingers. Come down the middle finger, massage. Back between the middle finger and ring finger. Give them a little hug. Down that ring finger. To the valley between the ring finger and the pinky. push. Good. Back up. Massage the whole hand right up to the wrist. Give that wrist a little rub. And then squeeze the hand again. Good. Rub those hands together. Take a little shifting. My joints like to pop when I do that, so if yours do too, don't worry. It's nothing too scary. Good. All right. We're going to bring those warm hands, because we're going to just really rub them up. We're going to take those warm hands right to your collarbone. One hand on top of the other. Give that collarbone a nice little rub. So we've got this bone that goes, the bone goes across right here, collarbone. So you want to be under it. There's a little bit of a lymph cluster there. Just give it a little rub. Now you're going to hold it down and you're going to look up. And with one hand, you're just going to rub down the side of the neck. So we rub down, and keeping connection, we just come back up. Without pressure, back up. Good. There's a spot right behind your ear where you can feel the angle of your jaw. Just going to gently rub around there and then press down. Good. All the way back to where that collarbone is. Good. One more time. Find that little spot. Bring it right down. Good. Then cover those hands. Look up. Give it a stretch. Good. Slide those hands over to the other side. Right under that collarbone. Give them a little bit of a move. There's that little spot. Just there's a little divot where that lymph likes to hide. Loosen it up. Good. And you're going to find your neck again. That hand right in that little notch. Here's the angle of my jaw. There's the spot right behind my ear. And then just bring it down to the collarbone. Good. Push it back up. Slide it back up. Don't push up. And then bring it down. Good. Let it slide back up. Get in there really good. And slide back down. Good. Cross the hands over each other. It comes right to the center of your sternum. You're going to breathe in and look up. And then breathe out and look straight down. Good. Let both hands come up to the jaw. There's a little spot right here in front of your ear, and a little that same spot right behind your ear. You're just going to rub those spots. Good. Try to let your face relax. If you wear glasses, you know how you kind of squint your ears to hold the glasses on your face? Do you ever do that? I wear glasses. I do that. Just know that those glasses can hold themselves up. And if they can't, it's okay. You can just take them off. Good. Come on up. Gentle rub right there. Yes, anything with wires around this area we want to be careful with. It's a good idea, Carol. Good. Climb to the temples. Give it a rub. Sliding back along the side of the scalp a little bit. Maybe all the way to the back of the head. Kind of like you're giving yourself a shampoo. Good. Bring it to the front. And just bring your hands gently from hairline, or where your hairline might have been at one point, down to your eyebrows. Bring it back up. Good. And then up the side. Good. And then if we draw little lines back along the sides of the head, combing through. Good. Big breath in, gentle pressure. Some of us have really easy spots to kind of feel where our nerve endings are. Other people don't feel it as much. Good. Just give it a little push right at the very top. And then slide those fingers down, 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 back to the heart. Big breath in, let the shoulders roll back. You can bring your hands down towards your lap if you like. Let your eyes float closed. Good. Any resting position you like, take a deep breath in through that nose and then breathe out through the mouth with a sigh. Good. Big breath in. Big breath out with a sigh. Bring your ear from shoulder to shoulder, just relaxing through the work that we did today. And if you're still seated, you can lift and lower those toes inside your shoes. Make sure you're not gripping the floor. And then in your seat with your palms facing up, you're just going to relax and rest. Good. Let those eyes gently close. We're going to take ourselves to a warm place. Good. Now that warm place can be a cozy fire, or it can be a nice tropical beach. Or if you are a desert loving person, it can be a nice medium hot desert, right? You can feel the warmth from the sun or the fire on your face, melting all the tension out of the body, letting that warmth slide over you, down the shoulders, over the chest like a blanket, over the lap, down the legs. And that warmth creates that blanket that's weighted. And you just feel the nice kind of smushy weight of that warm blanket. Taking a deep breath in, we surrender to the weight of the heat and the blanket, letting it press us in to whatever's supporting us, letting our breath ease in and out of the lungs, feeling warm and safe and happy and held. Good. With your in breath and your out breath, we breathe in gratitude and we breathe out peace. Breathing in gratitude, breathing out peace. Good. With our next inhale, our eyes open to a new day, or at least the rest of this one. We take our arms up as if we've woken from a nice comfy nap. Breathe in, pull those palms down. take a nice full body stretch, even with a yawn if it came out. Love those yawns. All right. And with that, that ends our session today. Let's give ourselves a hug. Good. We are brave. We are mighty. We're sexy. Mean it. We are strong. And we're loved. Fiercely loved, guys. Fiercely. Have a fantastic day. I'll see you again soon.